Alright, not out in the garage. We're expecting some pretty nasty storms this evening, so I'm playing in the house at my desk. It's just as messy as my garage. Working on one of my micro mini tractors. I think this was the very first chassis we ever built for my son for 4-H. This engine is eating glow plugs for whatever reason. Every time I get it started, it'll run. When I shut it off, glow plug's dead. And these little things are, I don't know, $5-10 a piece nowadays because the Norvell engines, these plugs are expensive. So I'm gonna try and figure out. I've got 2 brand new 061 Norvells still in the package. I've got this one. This is actually what they call a 3-port. On the intake ports, it's got 3 big ones. This is a 5-port. It has 5 smaller ones. I think that's what's in the tractor. Looking at what I got, this carburetor, the throat has been bored out. You can't see that on film at all, but down in here, because my lighting sucks. But anyway, down in the bottom of there is the hole where the air goes in. My buddy Gary, I think he worked on this. This one's been drilled. That one has not been drilled. I'm trying to decide with all pieces and parts, and I haven't even dug into the tote full of parts I've got. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. I've probably got 10, 15, 20 of these little things. Some new, some old. Because I think somewhere I got at least maybe one more brand new one. But for now, I think what I want to do is get that one off, and then I got to decide, because I want to speed the tractor up. I got to count teeth on this gear on the motor, and then see that one's definitely bigger. That one's the same, maybe smaller. Yeah. So anyway, step 1, we got to get the little throttle shaft out of the way. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the hood off of it just to get it out of the way. That's a little bitty one. This one maybe? Can't tell if it... Did it break loose? Can't tell. Don't know. Nope, didn't. Anyway, I'll bring you back once I get the hood off, and then we'll go on to the next thing. Alright, I forgot. I think I JB welded the screws that hold the hood and dash to the frame in, so just took the tires off. Give them the same clearance I was looking for, so I can get in here and get the screws loose here on the exhaust pipe. This can fall down right in the way, because why wouldn't it? You know, you gotta take the exhaust pipe off so you have clearance to get to all 4 of the mounting bolts that hold the motor into the tractor. Just like that. Pull out. There we go. Ta-da-da. 1 straight pipe. Let's get the fuel line. That's the right size. It is the right size. Huh. Can you see anything I'm doing? Probably not. My fat hands are in the way. Anyway, let's do this. How do you want it? Different tripod, I'm not used to it. So anyway, mounting bolts down in here. Still got my fat hand in the way. Come on. That one don't want to come loose. Oh, there we go. That one's coming. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, get this engine out, and then we'll go from there. Probably gonna get some alcohol and some rags and clean up the fuel mess, because that right there is oil and fuel and nasty stuff. So anyway, this is not a hobby for people with big fat hands like I've got. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, I got all the nuts off, so this should kind of. Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta take this gear off because. Oh no, I got it. There, disconnect that. I still gotta take that gear off because they've got a pressure tap on the back of the back plate that comes through the frame, so the motor's gonna come out a little bit to come up. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, with the gear off, comes right up out of there. 2 aluminum blocks for motor mounts that are just filthy. So I'm gonna go get some rags and some alcohol, and we'll clean all this mess up, and then I have to decide which pieces and parts I'm gonna piece together, because I think this cylinder, piston, whatever, is just worn out. So anyway, I'll be back. All right. So here's what I ended up doing. I ended up opening up one of the brand new engines. I was going to put the 3-port cylinder onto the new engine block, but there's no good way to show this. It's not drilled. To drill it, you got to take the needle and seat out, and I twisted it off and jacked it all up. So what I ended up deciding to do was put the new piston and rod on the old crank that was in this other engine. This is the one we took off of the tractor, I think. Pretty sure. That's the one we took off the tractor. This is one that originally had been on the tractor, but we put the used 3-point cylinder on this used crankcase and used crank. You have to polish the end of the crankshaft, and there is a brass, bronze bushing, whatever, in the tip of the crankcase. You have to polish those, otherwise as they get hot while they're breaking in, it galls up and balls up and sticks. Anyway, I know this crank will turn in this crankshaft on that bushing. This carburetor has been drilled, so I am just going to put this together as a unit, and we'll bolt in and see what happens. So when I talk about the 3-port and the 5-port, here is a 5-port. Get over in the light. You can see there's 2 small ports there. That's the exhaust port. Don't count that one. So there's 2 small ones, a bigger intake port, and then 2 more smaller intake ports. So that's the 5-port. On the 3-port, instead of having 2 small ones like that, it's one larger one, but I don't think it's as big as the 2 small ones put together. I don't know. Rumor has it the 3s run better than the 5s. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna finish putting this together and get it back in the tractor, and I don't know if we'll run it tonight or not. Anyway, that's where we're at. All right, I got the little 3-pounder all back together. I did go with the bigger pinion gear on the motor. That's going to speed it up considerable. I may recount teeth on the other gears just to see where we're at. And since I've handled the tires since I worked on them last, I am going to take them back out the garage and clean them one more time. But I got to clean my hands first. And then if it quits raining for a hot minute, we may try to fire it up and see if it'll run, see what happens. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, I got it together, got it running. Got 3 head gaskets in it right now. I'm just gonna let it run nice and fat like that.
fill up this tank of fuel, or refuel it, take one head gasket out, and try again. Go tractor pulling. It'll be fun, they said. Well, had it running. Eventually got all the I'm down to one head gasket where it kind of sort of should have been. Had it running. It was running good, screaming like a banshee, like the little Norvells will do. And then it just died, and I went to start it again, and it wouldn't do anything. And so I started adjusting the carburetor back here on the needle. And then I noticed, hey, dummy, the carburetor is no longer carbureting to the engine. So, yeah, I think this is a no-go for tomorrow's tractor pull. Sounds good when it runs. I don't know. We'll take it all apart, clean it all up, mix up some epoxy stuff, try and glue the carburetor back in there. See what happens. Anyway, this one is a no-go. I'll be back.